Vanakkam guys, welcome to Vidya's Healthy Kitchen. Today I'll be making eggless whole wheat apple pie. Apple pie is a delicious and a comforting dessert that is liked by everyone. It has a flaky crust with juicy cinnamon flavored apples inside. I'm going to make a super healthy version of this apple pie with no maida, no refined sugar and no butter. It is eggless, made using whole wheat flour with added nuts and berries. And I'll be showing how to make it from scratch. I will also be showing how to make the lattice top for the pie crust easily. Please watch the video till the end. Let us now dive into the recipe. Firstly, I've taken 3 medium-sized apples. I'm going to peel their skin and slice them very thin. Like this. I've sliced all the apples and taken them in a bowl. To this, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of Nati Chakrai, that is country sugar. You can also add Khandsari Sugar, that is the unrefined form of sugar. I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, half a teaspoon of nutmeg powder. Nutmeg is also called as Jadhikai in Tamil or Jaayaphal in Hindi. I have here 2 tablespoons of roasted and powdered almonds and walnut. This is just to make the pie more healthy and it is entirely optional. You can skip it if you don't want to. I've also taken 1 tablespoon of dried strawberry, cranberry and blueberry each. This is also entirely optional. If you don't want to add any berry, you can skip it. Finally, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of whole wheat flour. And I'm going to gently mix them all. The Atta flour is added just to absorb extra moisture. Let's keep this aside. For this pie, I will be using a 10-inch pie dish and I have greased it well using the wood-pressed coconut oil. Now let's prepare the crust. To a bowl, I'm adding 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour, that is Chapatti Atta, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to sieve them together. To this, I'm adding 1/4 cup of wood-pressed coconut oil. I'm going to combine them together so that the oil gets mixed well with the flour till I get a breadcrumb texture. This is a very important step to get the flaky crust. So ensure that the oil gets incorporated well with the atta and it resembles like breadcrumbs, like this. Now I'm going to add water little by little to combine them and form a dough. It is not necessary to knead this dough. We just have to bring them together so that it holds the shape of the dough, like this. I'm going to transfer this dough to my working mat. I'm dividing it into 2 equal portions. I'm dusting my working mat with little atta and I'm going to roll 1/2 of the dough into a big circle. We're going to roll it neither too thick nor too thin. And don't worry about the corners if it is not perfect. We'll fix it once we place it on the pie dish. Now I'm going to gently fold them and place it on the pie dish. I'm using my finger to gently push the crust into place. I'm also going to chop off the extra crust hanging outside. Now our bottom crust is ready. Now we'll transfer the apple filling and spread them evenly. Now it's time to roll the second portion of the dough for the lattice top. I'm again dusting the rolling mat and I'm going to roll the dough. This again should neither be too thick nor too thin. Thickness should be like this. Now using a pizza cutter, I'm going to make 1-inch strips of the dough, like this. The lattice top is one of the most beautiful and tempting crust tops of the pies. It looks complicated, but it is very easy to make. I'll show you how it can be done using a simple pattern. First, I'm placing the strips parallelly, leaving little gap between each strip. Once this is done, I'm going to flip back the alternate strips and then place one strip perpendicular to the parallel strips and unfold the folded strips over the perpendicular strip. Now I'm going to take the parallel strips that are running underneath the perpendicular strip and fold them. In other words, the ones that were not folded the previous time. And again place a perpendicular strip and unfold the parallel strips. I'll repeat this till I reach the other end of the pie. Now if you look at the starting end, I feel there is more space for one more strip. So I'm going to do the same pattern. Now the lattice pattern looks beautiful. I'm again going to chop off the extra dough. Now I'm going to pinch the edges together to give a nice look to the edge of the pie. Meanwhile, I've preheated my oven at 180 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes. Just before baking, I'm going to brush the top layer with milk. This gives nice shine and color to the crust once it is baked. Finally, I'm also sprinkling little Khandsari sugar on the top. This is entirely optional. And now the pie is ready to be baked. I'm going to bake this at 180 degrees centigrade for about 50 to 55 minutes. The apple pie is baked well. The bottom crust is also baked very well, you can see. The super healthy eggless apple pie with no maida, no refined sugar and no butter is ready. You can slice it and have it plain or with some ice cream. So try making this healthy and delicious dessert and do let me know how you liked it. For more such healthy and tasty recipes, please do subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from me. Till then, take care, happy cooking!